Hello students, today we are going to learn about the structure of ovule. We all know that the ovule is present inside the ovary of the carpel. The carpel is the female reproductive structure of angiosperms. This is the ovule and we are going to learn about the structure of the ovule. The ovule of a flower is an integumented megasporangium within which meiosis and megaspore formation takes place. So inside the ovule, megaspore formation and meiosis takes place. The ovule develops into a seed after fertilization. Each ovule usually consists of a nucellus which is invested by one or two integuments. Here in this diagram, these are the two integuments which invest this structure which is called the nucellus. There is a stalk of the ovule which is called the funicle or funiculus. The junction between an ovule and funicle is called the hilum, which later becomes a scar on the seed. Each ovule has one or two protective envelopes which are called the integuments. Later on, after fertilization, the integuments develop into the seed coats. The integuments encircle the ovule except at the tip where a small opening called micropyle is present. Here we can see that at the tip, this is the micropyle which is not enclosed by the integuments. The basal part of the ovule just opposite to the micropyle is called the chalaja. There is generally a single embryo sac or female gametophyte which is located inside the nucellus. The embryo sac or female gametophyte develops from the megaspore. So this is the structure of the ovule, and here this type of ovule is called anatropous ovule, in which the ovule is inverted. So the structures which are present here are micropyle, chalaja, the funicle which is the stalk, and the hilum, the point of attachment of the funicle with the body of the ovule. Now we are going to learn about the different types of ovules. Depending upon the structure and orientation, we have different types of ovules. Some of them are as follows. This is the first type of ovule which is called autotropous ovule. Here the micropyle, chalaja and funicle are in a straight line. We can see the micropyle, the chalaja and the funicle, they are in a straight line. This type of ovule is found in family like Polygonaceae, Piperaceae, etc. The next type of ovule is the anatropous ovule or the inverted ovule. This is the most common type of ovule where the body of the ovule is completely inverted by 180 degrees so that the micropyle and hilum lie very close to each other. Now we can see here the micropyle and the hilum, they are lying very close to each other and the ovule is inverted completely. And this is the most common type of ovule. Next we have the hemianatropous ovule. This one is the hemianatropous ovule. Here the ovule turns at 90 degrees upon the funicle, or the body of the ovule is at right angle to the funicle. We can see here the micropyle and the chalaja, that is the body of the ovule, is at right angle to the funicle. This type is found in families like Ranunculaceae. After this we have the campylotropous ovule. This is a campylotropous ovule. Here the ovule is circled more or less at right angle to the funicle, but the micropylar end is not at an angle, straight angle with the chalaja. So this is found in family like Leguminosae. Next we have amphitropous ovule. In amphitropous ovule, the curvature of ovule is more pronounced and the embryo sac also gets curved to give a horseshoe shaped structure. We can see here that the embryo sac is curved to form a horseshoe shape. We find this in plants like poppy, alisma, etc. And finally we have cercinotropous type of ovule. Here the ovule is initially autotropous, that is it is erect, but later becomes anatropous, that is inverted. Then due to unilateral growth of funicle, the growth continues till the ovule once again becomes autotropous. So as a result, the funicle is completely surrounding the body of the ovule. Now this one we can see the funicle completely surrounds the body of the ovule and the ovule becomes erect. So this type of ovule is found in plants like opuntia, that is prickly poppy. Prickly pear. So we have here this different types of ovules, and after this we will learn about the formation of the megaspore in the next class. Thank you, students.